everyone, welcome back to the Stone House. Just got back from the store where I buy all my supplies. I went there just because I needed 2 more bags of this rock wool insulation. We're gonna be doing the insides of the closets today. Quite a few steps. It's not as easy as just, you know, finishing it. I gotta get the door done. Like, I gotta cut this all out. I'm gonna be putting some insulation on some of the walls in there, and then I'm gonna line it with wood. But as I was saying, I guess I went to the store just for the 2 bags of insulation, and obviously I bought more than that. I have a problem where I just see, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need that, so I buy it. And oh, I'm gonna need that, so I buy it. So, yeah, zero control whatsoever. The first thing I saw is this stuff. You can see the little shape there. If you flip it around to the other side, so it's a lot like a tongue and groove. It's actually the same exact reveal as the older wood I have. Now, this is a lot nicer, newer wood. But I just figured, you know I don't have enough of the old wood to do all these closets. So I just bought 10 pieces, 10 footers. I think it's gonna do some good for me. And it's super cheap. The guy I got it from, I got this for 60 cents per board foot. And then I was like, why not get some of this too? This is a 12-inch wide pine board. I got this for 90 cents per foot. So each 10-foot board was only $9. I can tell you right now, at Lowe's, it's a lot more than $9. It doesn't stop there. The big purchase of the day, for $149, I finally bought a dado set. If you're unfamiliar with what a dado set is for, you set this up on your table saw and you can cut like really wide grooves. I don't know how to explain that. I looked this setup online. Everywhere on the internet has this for $280. I got it for $140. Again, the guy I buy stuff from is just spectacular. Let's get going on today's project here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fortune cookie wisdom, I'd have been a whole lot better off. But still I live with this constant light on to show you the way back home. Do you know what it feels like to fall in your arms? Do you know what it feels like to love you? I can taste every teardrop you've given me this far. Don't forget who it is that you are.
The main purpose of the insulation here is more or less as a sound deadening tool for around the HVAC stuff.
Now I know you're with them. We are not just Sunday love. You say I walk the walk but don't talk it. But all I know, you just left me out. 'Cause don't you know that I'm nothing without you? I'm just suffering for you now. Oh, do you know what it feels like to fall
I'm just using a piece right now as a tester, and I think I got it. But you can see all these weird angles. It's not easy. It'll look good when I'm done. We'll use this as a pattern now to cut the piece that's gonna go up there. I don't know, I think the angle here is too much. It's gonna show. I'm gonna go try one more time. I'll be right back. Third time's a charm. Look how good that angle is. It's amazing. Man. It only took me 3 tries. I should just show making one cut and then I'd look like a genius. But I think it wouldn't be very believable. This is a little 1/2-inch piece of wood and I use it to show like where the other wood's gonna cover. And then I know, you know, that the cut's good enough. I think the hardest piece I gotta cut is next. That's a weird angle, huh? I know I can do it. This is the cut. Take your bets whether or not you think this fits. I haven't checked yet. You got your bets? I knew it wasn't going to because there's something weird going on. I don't really know what I need to do. That angle there. Submit your bets to see if it will fit now. Wow, I'm farther. Seems like I'm farther away. Okay, let's go try that one more time. 3rd time, 4th time, I don't know what time I'm on. Sooner or later, it's gonna pop in there. Oh, it's close. Okay, one more time. Why? Why? This will be the 5th time. I'm getting really good at going up and down the stairs. So I need to cut more off that angle. At least I know what I'm doing. Well, I know it doesn't look like I know what I'm doing, but I'm getting it closer every time I cut it. Number 6, 7. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Is that good enough, though? That will all cover. I can't believe I got that to go in just one try. Power of editing. You can make yourself look like anything. You can be a genius. You can be a star. Don't be afraid to show them who you are. Boom! And boom. That's gonna look pretty good. Cool. What a pain in the butt.
Happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? Wrong! When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on them.
Well, that's not what I was told.
Then maybe you need a new lesson. Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata.
What?
Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
Found some more of the other flooring downstairs too, and it looks like Lily wrote the word love on this one piece. I think what I'm gonna do is cut that. I'm gonna put that somewhere in her room and polyurethane over the words so she sees that forever.
Repeat after me. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. It means no worries.
right. Well, you know, altogether, I'd have to say today was pretty productive. I went and got materials, which always takes forever. I didn't get here until 10:30. I got the ceiling up, pretty happy with it. You know, once it's painted white, it is just a wood white ceiling. And the angles that were difficult, I got them really good. I'm really happy about it. I got this back wall done, which I think was going to be the hardest of all of them, just because I had to take the time to make the door, which I did. This door is special to me, and it's funny because it's not like the prettiest thing I've ever made in my life. Really special that I was able to find the one piece of wood that Lily wrote on. You know, and she just wrote the word love for whatever reason. And to be able to just use that piece of wood for this door and know that that's going to be there forever, I like it. Makes me feel happy. Even though he'll probably be covered up with mountains of clothes, I think we'll all know that it's there. I'm going to work on this wall today, and I'll probably have time to do this, that, and, you know, I'll probably have time to finish the whole closet, but I'm going to start on this section.
Run away, and I know I'm right now. We can change anything and make it better together. Now we're strong, don't question it. The truth will break your chains. We have the key. Open your eyes and see. We are the ones who know the answers, and they ain't never gonna hold us back. The sea is rising like we dancers. Imagine life without a purpose. Now picture everything you're fighting for.
This next cut's going to be really hard to show you. The thing that's making this so difficult is that my door is set at a weird angle. This piece of wood is off. It's not like a 90 degree or anything easy to cut. It might be 30. I gotta think about this for a second.
I will find a place that we call.
Before I show you this, there's two things I want to point out. One, I'm not a trim carpenter. And two, this is the inside of a closet. And I think if it's not perfect, because these angles are really wacky, that's okay. This is a piece of 3/4 inch yellow pine. It's the same stuff that we used for the floor. I'm thinking about using it for my door trim, just because I have so much of it. This piece of white wood here, this represents the tongue and groove that I'm going to be putting in through here. Now where these two things line up kind of matters. I've got this piece nailed on here, and what I did is I went down on my chop saw and I guessed at an angle, and I got it right first try. It's a 22.5 degree angle, and what that means now is that from where my door frame is here to where this piece of wood comes and meets it, it's exactly a 90 degree angle in there. So I think I got pretty lucky there. So that means if I go and buy a piece of round over trim, or if I make a piece of round over trim, I could be able to put that piece of trim right in there, and that will help trim all this out. It'll actually look pretty sweet. I wish I had a piece of trim. This isn't the type of trim I'm going to use probably. This is actually plastic. But it gives you the idea. I mean, look how good that fits in there. This will be the door jamb. And then my wood will come across here, and it's cut at a 22.5 degree angle. And then this piece of trim can go right in there, and it will be flush on this side, flush on this side, and it gives you that just a little detail in there. I mean, it's the inside of a closet, but that will end up looking really good.
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget your golden sea clear. I'll be your inspiration, 'cause I know that you'll do just what you're told. I'll be your heart.
I am really happy with the way that turned out. It is wacky, because it angles away. It's not a 90 degree wall. It really messes with you when you're looking at it. It's just the way it goes because this wall here angles at a weird thing. So it's almost like a triangle right here. Well, it's a pretty bad triangle, but You know what I'm saying. It's interesting. I'm gonna take this piece of trim out of here now that I know that all these pieces are where I need them to be, because this trim, you know, let's be honest, I was never gonna put this piece of plastic trim in my house. It worked really good to keep everything straight, and when I go to get a real piece of trim, or if I make a piece of trim and put it in here, then I know it will line up relatively good. This wall is gonna be similar in that I need to have it come straight across, and it's gonna be like a weird angle right here. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing. I gotta put a piece of wood here. The angle hopefully will be 22.5 again, and then again I'll put this piece of I'll use this piece of plastic trim here just as a test piece. Same exact thing. This is the most amount of people I've ever been in a closet with, I can tell you that. I gotta get this next piece in here to where it looks good, and I can already see that it's gonna be hard to do. I could do that. Yeah. Okay, so I think what I've decided, I'm gonna have to shim both 2x4s. Wow. Let's just think about that though in general. Like having to put shims on those 2x4s, what a pain in the butt. But it's definitely gonna get me the best result. That would look amazing right there. Now this fits really good right here where this molding is gonna be. So if I put that piece right there on the edge of that 2x4, that's gonna give me the shimmy that I need. 1/4 inch one is gonna go right in there on this side. You know, big deal. You know, it's just whatever. It is what it is. I know there's people that think I'm crazy, and that's fine. I think I'm crazy too. But this is the best way that I know how to make this look somewhat correct. That's gonna look really good. I gotta do that before I forget how I did it.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels they come and go.
Hi, I'm Lucas. 37 years old. It's 2019.
Set me free. Why do I, baby? Why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby? Why do?
Just want to talk about something real quick. I've always said the joke of you're only as good as your tools. And with Sarah, you know, you notice I have a lot of Milwaukee tools. They're kind of expensive. But I always tell Sarah, like, you're only as good as your tools. So then she kind of allows me to buy the tools I want, or the tools I say that I need. And I do need most of them. But this is a great example. My old chop saw was, you know, it was beat up and it was really used. But it wasn't a very good chop saw. Now the new chop saw I have is downright amazing. And where I had to bridge this gap on this doorway, I cut this piece of wood first try, and the angles are crazy, but first try, and it just sits up there perfectly. It's kind of proof is in the pudding, you know. You're probably not only as good as your tools, but if you have good tools, someone that's kind of mediocre can really pull off some pretty amazing looking things. Thought I'd share that.
Love how it hurts. Why do I, baby? Why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby? Why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do?
Can you see this little crack right here? I could try to cut this top piece again, but I really like the fit everywhere else. I've got some wedges here, and I'm just gonna put some glue and wedges, and I'm gonna fill it up with wood. Yeah, I guess when it breaks, that's when it's full. See what I'm talking about? It's less than 1/8 of an inch. Overall, I really like the way it turned out. I really do. There's little things about it that I wish wouldn't have happened, but did. It's not a big deal. I really cannot wait to paint it because I think that's when it's really going to come together. That's going to do it for me. I appreciate everybody watching. Hello to all the new subscribers. Thanks for hitting that button. Big shout out to Life of Laura for giving me the shout out last week. It brought in so many new people to the channel, Laura. I really appreciate it. I'll definitely pay you back with another shout out when I get a little bigger. We can just keep doing it. Thanks for watching and enjoy your week, everybody. I'll see you all next weekend.
You gotta put your past behind you. Look, kid. Bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right?
Right.
Wrong! When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on them.
Well, that's not what I was